Hey everyone, so the title of this video is Thinking of Guinea Pigs. Start here, boars or sows? I'm Simon, it's Buck's Guinea Pig Talks, and let's help you make a decision on, are you getting two boys or are you getting two girls? Right, let's start with these two. These are two boy guinea pigs known as boars. They were born in July. I'm recording this on the 2nd of September 2025, and they're 8 weeks and 1 day old. So this is what, day 50, 57. There we are. So they're both really, really good. Now, these are pure breed teddies, which makes absolutely no difference whatsoever to your decision. But I have got some bits and pieces, some ideas. I've had guinea pigs for over 20 years. So allow me to share with you my thoughts and my opinions on should you get boys or girls. So let's make a little start. Obviously, if I'm assuming you've got absolutely no experience of guinea pigs whatsoever, you can see these two boys, very, very friendly. Well, one of them is. The other one is friendly. I actually did a video with these two just a moment ago, so they're probably a little bit reticent, but they're very, very nice. Their dad was a cheeky chappy. So, boys, they've got big personalities. Big plus on that. They've got lovely big personalities. You come here, come on. Hello. Big personalities. They're also chilled out. You can see, look, quite happy, chilled, no problem whatsoever. Also, very affectionate nature. You see, they're not absolutely friendly. Now, these are only 8 weeks old, so they're not. Oh, look, they're lovely. So, absolutely fantastic. So, if you've got young kids, these are only 8 weeks old. So they'll only get better and better and better. Now, also, let's go to our fourth positive on boars. They are also vocal entertainers. All right, so they do make a lot of noise. Now, their dad, Mr. Fox, he was both a cheeky chappy and he was also very vocal. Now, this one coming out here, he is the slightly more outgoing of the two boys. And he will let me do that. Now, 8 weeks old to me to do that. That is trust. So boys are bigger and they're slightly more outgoing and they're more independent than their siblings. Now, the next part of this video is their two sisters from the same litter. So there's a very, very good comparison there. Now, obviously, when you have positives, there are some minor negatives. So let's share with you the minor negatives, okay, on boars. Now, there's potential for slight squabbles, okay. Now, that generally comes down to not enough space in their cage. Now, they obviously have a space is the second thing. So what we suggest is they have as big a cage as possible, and you also have 2 water bottles, 2 food bowls, lots of hides, lots of places to go into, and lots of things to keep them amused. Now, also, when you've got 2 boars, it's nigh impossible to increase your numbers. So it's really, really difficult if you want to increase your numbers and go to 3 or 4. So once you've got 2, they're pretty much bonded. Obviously, if one dies, you should be able to then get another one and pair them up as a pair. But 3 is just really complicated. Now, you can see how friendly they are. Oh, hello, it's okay. And they're going to go back in a minute. So there we are. So there's some positives and little minor negatives on boys. What's your thoughts? Stick something in the comments. And the next bit will be their sisters. Obviously, we're not putting them together. So there you go. So boys, thank you very much indeed. And let's have a look at their sisters. And by the magic of video, we're back with our second half of our little video on Boars v Sows. So if you are new, pink, blue. These are pinks. These are girls. Okay. So these are the litter sisters of the first two that we showed in the video, and these are also, funny enough, same age. They're 8 weeks and 1 day old. Now, as you can see, they're a little bit smaller than the two boys. Slightly different personalities. They have been living with their mum and their gran, their great-gran, and their great-grand sister. A bit smaller, beautiful colours, but if you watch this, you see they're not as totally friendly as the boys. Anyway, so let's give you some opinions and thoughts on females. Now, they do live with their relatives, and it's more harmonious for females, so you can have bigger groups. Now, apparently, they're slightly more active and slightly more curious than males, so the general opinion goes. I'm not quite so sure I agree on that one. I think boys can be certainly full of character. Now, also with females, they can have a calmer vibe, and they can just be chilled out and quieter, which is quite sweet. But boy guinea pigs love just sort of flopping down. They'll sit on a lap, on a towel, and then you've got a child, and then just give them a stroke as you watch telly. So they love all that. Girls, perhaps slightly less so in that respect. One thing you can do with females is obviously you've got that generational positive bond. So like these live with their mum, their gran, their great-gran, and her sister. So boys, it's more difficult to do that. Pair of brothers, pretty easy. And if you get the males young enough, they will pair up. But females will be happy to live with any one of their female relatives. So that's got to be a positive. So say if you went to someone's place and they had a mum guinea pig and some daughters, and the mum and the daughter were going, again, we've done that before, and they will be quite happy to pair up. Now, so negatives about females apparently. Occasionally they have subtle dominance battles that could go on and drag on and on and on and on. Now, we've had that with Myrtle. Miserable Myrtle. She is a bit strange. Hello. Now, we have got their mum is in the box underneath. Let me show you that. No, their mum's there. That's the next video we're going to do. So very, very sweet, these two. Apparently they get ovarian cysts. According to my research, ovarian cysts as they get older is a potential issue. We haven't had them on our guinea pigs, but having said that, everything is possible. And sometimes they're not actually very happy to sit on a lap, so they don't keep still. So again, that marking, that's beautiful. Again, that is an opinion. We mainly keep females, so I can't really verify that. So there you go. The opinions of the males and the females. You've seen 4 guinea pigs that are from the same litter, same age, the same type. They're teddies, pure breed teddies. Teddies are friendly, actually. Now, let's summarise. Boom, hello. And so, if you want a pair of comedians, go for males, go for the boars. But if you want a peaceful time, then maybe go for females. What do you think, young lady? So as always, stick something in the comments underneath. Hope that's been of interest. Certainly been fun to film it, and hopefully you've got some use out of it. So there you go, before I tear down the scenery. So thank you very much indeed. You want to see your mum? We'll do a video with you and your mum in a minute. Hang on. There we are. They're very friendly. See, the males are separated from mum about 4 weeks ago, whereas these are still with them at 8 weeks. Right. Thank you very much, everyone. And don't forget you can watch other videos and subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye-bye.